Welcome back to another DIY Dollar Tree video where I'm going to be sharing some super easy spring decor. What's up guys, welcome back. So like I said, in today's video I'm going to be sharing some super easy spring decor, and this is something that I actually had already done several months back before I had my baby. He is here, not here right now, he's sleeping in his crib, so I'm taking this opportunity to come and share this video with you guys finally. I am not fully ready to come back full on, so the next couple of videos that you guys will see are things that I pre-recorded before I went on maternity leave. It's very difficult to get anything done with a newborn and a toddler. And speaking of toddlers, I do want to share that MILANI and I started a channel several months back also called Super MILANI, where we do a lot of really fun crafts and activities. I would love for you guys to head on over there if you have little ones in your life. Just share the joy over there, share the love with MILANI. If you guys have been following us, you know, she's been part of the journey. So that's all I'm going to say right now. We're going to go ahead and get on to the first DIY. And we're going to start out with this really simple wall hanging, wall decor, sort of like a wreath, but not really. I'm starting out with this wood round from Dollar Tree, as well as this welcome decal. I'll be using this really pretty spring color called Emerald Lake, and I'm just going to put it right onto the wood. And I'm not going to paint it. I'm going to use a baby wipe to just kind of smear it on there. And I wanted to do this because I want to make sure that the grain is showing through on the plaque. I don't know if you guys can hear Kai, but he is grunting away back here. My gosh, it was reminiscent of when MILANI was a baby and I would do this stuff. So I'm just going to take that decal right off and then attach it to the front of the wood. To hang it up, I am going to be using one of the beaded garlands from Dollar Tree. If you can't find them, you guys could always make your own or, you know, do something different. And I'm going to attach and glue some flowers right on the side. For this next one, it's going to be super easy. I did pick up some carrots from Dollar Tree sometime before Easter, like long before Easter, so I don't know if you guys will find these or not since it is after Easter now. And then I'm just going to remove the little stems that they already have, and using one of these Dollar Tree stems, I'm going to detach the little leaves and glue them right to the top of the carrot. And then using some craft paper, I'm just going to cut some pieces that are big enough to cover the carrot, and to make them a little bit softer and with a little more texture, I just crumpled it up, laid it out, crumpled it up again, and laid it out, and I just did that several times, and it does make the paper a little bit softer. And just wrap it around and cut as you go and just glue it. I just use the hot glue. I tried using just like a glue stick, but it wasn't working, so you guys use what works for you. And to make sort of a nice spring set, I did use some of this moss from Dollar Tree. It does come in like big old clumps, so I like taking scissors and just cutting it into smaller pieces. And then using some of the Dollar Tree Easter eggs, I'm going to go ahead and glue all the moss around it and put it back into its little cardboard carrier. This one is super cute, I feel, and it's perfect for spring. I feel like you could put it like on a countertop or even outside. I did find these little like faux houses from Dollar Tree and the cute little gnomes, so I picked a couple of those up. So I just went ahead and took some Dollar Tree blocks and I'm going to glue these together to create like a platform to glue on top of the house. Now I painted the base white and I took a little bit of sandpaper to kind of sand that down and distress it. Okay, well first I'm going to glue the gnome down. I was going to add like the word welcome on the front of the blocks, but I just decided to leave it that way. But that's an option you have. You can add a decal that says welcome or, you know, something like that. So yeah, I went ahead and sanded that down, and then as you can see I also added a little wreath to the house that is a little more 3D-ish and completes the whole piece. So this is one that I shared with you in my previous video for like a Easter decor, but it's also perfect for spring. So I'm going to share it here also. I took some of these wooden planks. The ones that I'm using are from Dollar General, but they do sell them at Dollar Tree as well. The Dollar General ones are a little bit on the shorter side and also thicker. And then I'm also using those little cutting board things from Dollar Tree to create like a toolbox. Okay, so once that's all glued together, I did take a dowel and I'm going to glue it right into those holes to make sure that you have a sturdy carrying piece for it, and just go ahead and paint it. I think this is like Galaxy Gray or something like that. I know it's just a sample paint that I paid for like $1 for it. And then I'm going to add some fabric inside of it, and then using a Dollar Tree crate to create some height, I'm going to put that on there, and that's where I'm going to glue my little pots from Dollar Tree as well, and these are just like the terracotta pots. They do sell some smaller ones, and these are more on like the medium size. I think these come in a pack of 3. I think that's I buy them every year and I still can't remember for sure. But then taking my pen, I'm just gonna go ahead and write Hello Spring on these, and obviously I painted them white. And you guys already know, if you watch my videos, I love using the Home Depot paint that's just a flat white, and I have a big old gallon of it because I use it so much. Okay, so last but not least, and like my very favorite that I took inspiration from Pinterest. Here's the one that I got inspiration from, and clearly I'm not using real flowers, but I went outside because we had a windstorm and I knew I heard some branches crack, and I thought, perfect, I have some branches that I can use. And these are pretty long, so I did use a saw to kind of trim them down a little bit. Oh my gosh, and it's rusty as heck, so I was super careful with it. So once I cut them down to size, I grabbed one of my tin containers from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to glue them all around, and then just trimming, you know, depending on the height that I want it to be. I'm going to go ahead and trim these also. Okay, so now that I have them the size that I want, I am going to fill the cracks in with smaller branches as well as some moss. And then to finish the look, I will be wrapping this with some twine and then adding the floral foam inside and putting my stems. And there, I have some really long floral stems from Dollar Tree that I'm using. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you guys enjoyed these DIYs. If you guys did, you know what to do. Make sure you guys leave me a thumbs up and then leave me any of your comments or questions down below. Don't forget to subscribe and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.